Welcome in everyone, Physics Shebang here with a brand new tutorial coming in hot for you. Today we have part 2 of my Kefka deep dive series, where we'll be discussing everyone's favorite cuddle puddle and chaotic shitstorm, Tier 2. So buckle up and prepare thyself for too many numbers and way more information than you wanted to know about this fight. Enjoy! When it comes to Tier 2, we'll be dealing with 4 individual parts. The first being Tiger in the bottom right, Hit in the upper right, Tools, smack dab in the middle, and Magic all the way to the left. The first target we'll be looking at will be Tiger, with an HP of 30,000, a weakness to ice and absorbs earth, is immune to all status ailments, cannot be instant death, and also has an elixir to steal. Some notable abilities are North Cross, a party-wide magical ice attack that can freeze your party with a hit rate of 90, and Doom Tusk, a 0 damage physical attack that inflicts zombie on a party member. This can be avoided by anything that can avoid physical attacks. If his HP is greater than or equal to 11,521, he will spend turns 1 and 3 doing nothing. Turn 2 will be South Cross, Flare Star, or North Cross, and turn 4 will be Battle, Nothing, or Nothing, which he will repeat until he is down to 11,520 or less. When he is reduced to 11,520, he will do South Cross, North Cross, or Flare Star, and also Doom Tusk, Nothing, or Nothing, which he will repeat until he's defeated. For some quick tips with dealing with Tiger, do avoid reducing him down to 11,520 HP or less unless you are ready to kill him. Doom Tusk can and will end your run if it hits a powerful character with an ability queued, so be ready with a Revivify if you get Doom Tusked. Once he is at this HP threshold, he must be killed as soon as possible. Next is my boy Hit, with an HP of 28,000, a weakness to poison, and can be affected by Stop, Slow, or Berserk, though it's not necessary, cannot be instant deathed, and also has a stealable item of an elixir. For his battle script, this homeboy is going to do nothing but punch you in the face forever, no matter his HP. When he is defeated, he will use 10 hits, which will be 10 1.5 times damage physical attacks on random targets. Be ready to block, be ready to have your characters in the back row, whatever you need to do to avoid that damage. Next we have Tools, with an HP of 24,000, a weakness to Bolt, is susceptible to Slow or Stop, is able to be instant deathed, but not broken, and has a stealable item of an elixir. She has one notable ability of Delta Hit, and is a 100% hit rate magical attack that will turn a random character to stone. Make sure you have a soft or a remedy handy. For her battle script, if her HP is greater than or equal to 11,521, turn 1 will be Diffuser, Grav Bomb, or Tech Laser. Turn 2 will be Diffuser, Missile, or Atomic Ray. Turn 3 will be Delta Hit, Grav Bomb, or Atomic Ray, and then she will repeat. Once she is reduced to less than or equal to 11,520 HP, turn 1 will be a Diffuser, Grav Bomb, or Tech Laser, with turn 2 being a Diffuser, Missile, or Absolute Zero, and turn 3 being a Delta Hit, Grav Bomb, or Absolute Zero. She will then repeat until the boss is down. Now Tools is susceptible to instant death but cannot be broken, so utilize your X Zones, your Dooms, Odins or Raidens, but no Break, Break Blade, or Shout. Additionally, Tools can be stopped or slowed, so if you are unable to kill her instantly, slow her down with some Slow, Stop, or even Stun her with Sword Tech. And lastly, we have Magic, with an HP of 41,000, a weakness to Earth, a very important vulnerability to Mute, cannot be instant death, and also has an elixir for you to steal. For his battle script, if his HP is greater than 30,720, turn 1 will be a Haste 2, Haste, or Imp. Turn 2 will be Fire 3, or Muddle. Turn 3 will be Poison, Drain, or Bio. And turn 4 will be Dispel, Nothing, or Nothing, and Dispel, Nothing, or Nothing. He will then repeat this turn order until he is reduced to 30,720 or less. Once he is in the HP range of 20,097 life remaining to 30,720 life remaining, his first turn will be Reflect, Stop, or Life 3. Turn 2 will be Ice 3, Bolt 3, or Sleep. and turn 3 will be Pearl, Flare, or Slow 2, which he will then repeat until reduced to 20,096 HP or less. Once he is at less than or equal to 20,096 HP, turn 1 will be Bolt 3, or Mute. Turn 2 will be Pearl, Rasp, or Flare, and turn 3 will be Fire 3, Ice 2, or Bolt 3. He will then repeat that until he's defeated. He does have several notable counters as well. If his HP is between 5,121 and 10,240, he will counter with Quarter, Nothing, or Nothing. This counter can be stopped if he is muted. Once he is reduced to less than or equal to 5,120 HP, and also upon his death, he will counter with Quarter, Nothing, or Nothing, and Dispel, Dispel, or Nothing, and Dispel, Dispel, or Nothing. Mute will not stop his counters when he is defeated, however Mute will stop all of his counters up until that point, so be ready to eat some potential counters once you take him down. One very important tip to keep in mind is that magic can and should be muted as soon as the battle begins or as soon as you are able. None of what I have said before this, none of the slides that you saw previously matter once he is muted. The only thing he will be able to do is use his counters when he is at low life or is defeated. So make sure to mute him up with some Siren or some Mute, and you don't have to worry about him at all. And now let's get into some Tier 2 general strategies. This tier has a variety of threats to deal with, so make sure you do not overqueue your characters and wait trick at every opportunity to ensure that you're able to respond to any shenanigans that may occur, and also to keep him from overwhelming you with sheer attack volume, as many of the pieces can attack multiple characters at one time or attack multiple tries. Ensure you have good armor before entering Kefka's tower. Wait trick heavily to avoid being overwhelmed. Ensure vulnerable characters are in the back row, especially when 10 hits is coming, and always keep a character on standby so they can react to any nasty situations like an untimely death, a zombied or muddled character, or North Cross. Initial priorities for this tier are going to have you starting the battle by casting Mute or Siren on magic, followed by immediately using Instant Death on tools, utilizing the following options: either Doom or X-Zone spells, Magitech with Exfer, Sword Tech 8, any Doom Rages, or tools using Air Anchor or Chainsaw. Additionally, you can use your Espers, Odin, or Raiden. Also, there are some weapons that you can choose to use, but it is not recommended to focus on it. You can use the Scimitar, Striker, Assassin, Soul Saber, Wing Edge, Trump, or Doom Darts. Again, this is not something that should be focused on, but if you have it available, it might be worth using. Now that you have magic muted, and you have tools Instant Death, your focus will move immediately to Tiger. He is weak to ice, so exploiting that can help you end him quickly. Any ice magic, especially Ice 3, will handle him very rapidly. Otherwise, use your strongest attacks to kill him as fast as possible. Remember, he gets very dangerous when below 11,520 HP, so make sure he doesn't linger there. Your last target is going to be Hit. His poison weakness is fairly irrelevant, but if you have bio, you can use it, but simply just hit him with your hardest hitting attacks to kill him quickly. Hit will use his 10 hits attack when defeated, so just consider taking the following precautions before you finish him off. Cast Vanish or Phantom on your attackers, use Fenrir or Golem on your party if not needed for Tier 3, equip Mirage Vests before starting the Kefka fight, ensure you have shields equipped, cast Life 3 on any vulnerable members, or back row any squishy characters. But you may be asking, what if I don't have Mute or Instant Death? In that case, kill order in this situation is a matter of preference, so I'll simply go over my own personal tactics, but it's recommended to develop your own preferences as you continue to play. As Tools has a variety of devastating full party attacks, while also having a very low HP pool of 24,000, I prefer to focus her down with Bolt Magic and powerful attacks to get her out of the way ASAP. My next target would be Magic, as the longer he stands, the more powerful he becomes. Tiger, on the other hand, is almost completely non-threatening as long as he is kept above 11,520 HP. The only threat Tiger poses is on turns 2 and 6, where he can cast North Cross, South Cross, or Flare Star, so just be ready to heal through it. The remaining 2 targets would be handled the same way as previously discussed. Blitz down Tiger, then hit, and be prepared to weather the 10 hits death counter by hit, and you're good to go. Now what about killing hit before magic? I personally prefer not to, as 10 hits is a very easy ability to weather through using various tools such as being backroad, defending with vulnerable characters, or using buffs. Additionally, hit is entirely non-threatening at any point in this fight aside from his death counter. Just make sure you're healed up before you kill him. Magic, on the other hand, gets more powerful the longer he survives if he is not muted, but even if muted, if he is killed last, his death counters, particularly Quarter, can leave you severely damaged going into Tier 3. If you kill him first, even if you get quartered, you can heal up and prepare for 10 hits and be on your way. One last thing to consider is that regardless of who you take out last, there will be a 33% chance that Tier 3 opens up with a Merton. If you know that Merton may kill you at low life, you might want to consider killing Magic before hit, so you can avoid the possibility of Quarter directly into Merton. But if you really want to get maximum swag points, use Runic before killing Magic and watch that Quarter fizzle. But with that said, this is all just my own personal preferences. There is no right or wrong answer here, so it's more important just to do what feels right to you and your party, and do what feels most comfortable. And now for target priorities. With Instant Death and Mute, mute Magic first, followed by Instant Death to Tools, and then take out Tiger and hit. Without Instant Death but with Mute, go ahead and mute Magic, then kill Tools, followed up by taking out Tiger and hit like you normally would. If you happen to be without Mute, but you do have Instant Death, go ahead and take out Tools with Instant Death, followed up by Magic, and then Tiger, and lastly hit. If you have no ID or Mute, take out Tools first as she does die quickly, then go for Magic, Tiger, and hit. And now for an alternate area effect strategy. If you have overwhelming offense such as powerful all-target magic attacks like Ultima or Merton, a viable strategy would be to only use these spells on the entire stack of enemies, killing them all but Magic at the same time. As Magic has 11,000 HP more than the next highest target in this fight, using powerful AoE attacks and ensuring you don't hit Magic with any other attacks ensures you kill all 3 other targets, leaving Magic the only target standing. While using this tactic, it is imperative that you do not attack Magic in any way with this tactic, as doing so could result in you taking a counter from Magic directly into a death counter from hit. If you are quartered into 10 hits, you have a very high chance of, if not dying outright, at least being in a very bad place going into Tier 3. And now that I've bored you with over 10 minutes of minutia, with what is essentially just a glorified PowerPoint presentation with my glorious voice behind it, I think it's time that we put all of this in practice and see how it really works in real life. Let's do it. Alright, and here on Tier 2, our first priority is always going to be to take out Magic's ability to use Magic. In this particular party, we have Siren in order to take care of that job. Our Instant Death is a bit weird, as we only have Air Anchor, so we're going to go ahead and use that on Tools. This won't kill her outright, but with lack of Odin or Raiden or Exone Doom or anything else, that is our best option. So we're going to go ahead and use it and let her kill herself when she attacks next. So now we have Magic muted, and we have Tools on the way out, so we can go ahead and start focus firing Tiger. As mentioned, he is weak to ice, but we do lack some ice magic right now, but we do have incredibly powerful magic, as well as incredibly powerful physical offense. So we're going to take maximum advantage of that, swing with Edgar, drop an Ultima, and see if we can't take out Tiger really quickly here. Let's see what happens. He's not dead yet, so let's swing with Lock and see if we can't take him out. Nope. Maybe an Ice 2 will finish the job for us. I know he's close. Alright, down he goes. So, now we're going to go ahead and focus on Magic. Tools did do her missile attack, so she's dead now. And we're just going to spend some time swinging on Magic here. Getting him out of our face, dropping some high-level magic on him, using Edgar. God King Edgar is just the best when you can give him 2 weapons like this. Even a level 2 spell likely will do a pretty good amount of damage. He is muted, so that mute didn't come out, but we should be seeing some counter stuff here shortly. Yeah, there's the first Dispel. So that is his starting counters. Those are the ones that do not go through Mute. So these next ones that come up, assuming he survives, where I just mistargeted that, but that's okay. We're just softening hit up for later. These next ones should start him doing actual counters, so these should go through, but I believe that should also kill him. He did not quarter us. Just got 2 Dispels, and you can see that the pointer is gone, so magic is done for. Now I'm going to go ahead and back row lock, and just for safety's sake, I'm going to go ahead and drop a Cure 3 on everybody. Make sure we are nice and limbered up for 10 hits coming up, since he should be dropping in this next attack. If not, maybe a spell from Realm. Let's see what happens. Alright, there's our 10 hits, so we're just going to go ahead and watch that, and hopefully Edgar doesn't take a ton of hits to the face since he is our front rower. He's already taken 3 in a row. Great. Looks like he's leaving him alone now. The suspense is always palpable when you're dealing with hit on 10 hits sometimes, and thankfully, we were spared the death of Edgar. And that, my friends, is how you take care of Tier 2. And with that, that completes this dose of over-information about Tier 2. I do hope you found it informative and perhaps learned a few things to help make this fight go a little smoother for you going forward. If you have any questions, comments, jeers, cheers, insults, or curses about my video, or me personally, go ahead and sound off in the comments below. Coming up next, we'll be going up against our favorite Sleepy Thirst Trap and his Dommy Mommy, so look forward to it. Take care of yourself and others, and I'll catch you on the next one.